It's Wednesday, February the 14th, 2018. This is Journal TV, and I'm Jerry Clark. It's time for the news. New Covington Police Chief Anthony Morgan was officially sworn in last night by Covington City Council Clerk Gail Wood. Morgan begins his duties this Sunday. He was greeted by scores of well-wishers at a pre-meeting event. Here he is taking the chief's oath. Listen.
Discharge and perform
Discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as the Chief of Police
as the Chief of Police
for the City of Covington,
for the City of Covington,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir, and welcome.
In a nice touch, several current and former top area law enforcement officers greeted the new Covington Police Chief prior to the Covington City Council meeting on Tuesday. Alleghany County Sheriff Kevin Hall, Clifton Forge Police Chief Barry Balzer, and former Covington Police Chief J.B. Bruffman shook Morgan's hand. It's one thing for adults to understand emergency procedures, and yet another thing for young kids to grasp it. Two area volunteers showed up at Sharon Elementary School to work with third graders on what is known as the Pillow Project. Watch.
And how did the Pillow Case Project come about? Anybody know?
Fires?
No. The floods in Louisiana. Y'all remember Hurricane Katrina?
Yeah, I remember. Hurricane Katrina's a meanie.
That's how this came about.
Yeah.
A group of college students was there, and they said, we got to have a way for people to take their stuff with them. So they took their pillow cases off their pillows, they opened them up, and they took certain things with them as they left, so you'd have a means to take your stuff to wherever you had to relocate to, a shelter, another home, or wherever. And that's how the Pillow Case Project got started.
What do we do? If the smoke detector goes off, what do we want to do? Get out, stay out, and call 911.
And we'll be right back. Alleghany Historical Society President Paul Lincolnhoker asked the Covington City Council last night to support his request to apply for an Industrial Revitalization Fund grant to help meet the construction needs of the Industrial Heritage and Technology Discovery Center project. Council liked the idea, and it will move forward soon. Listen.
We are here to request that on behalf of the society, you apply for $300,000 from this fund to be applied for the development of this center. This center is an important thing that is developed in the city of Covington because it's expected to be an economic catalyst.
JRTC Director Glenn Spangler updated the Joint Board of Control with enrollment figures and announced some recent award winners. Listen.
Had 10 students that competed in 7 different contests for the Skills USA. So the individuals that placed are for automotive service technology, Sean Simmons, he was a champion, he was first place. Cabinet making, Colton Swearingen, he was a champion, he was first place. Carpentry, Stephen Unroe was second place. Did very well. One of the judges there offered him a job in the summer. You know, very impressed with what he did. So that's nice to have someone recognize that there. The electrical construction wiring, Bradley Brackenridge was first place, and Zach Humphreys was second place. And in welding, Hannah Wolf was first place, and Cody Vine was third place. So our 4 first place winners are eligible to go to the state competition. That'll be in Virginia Beach in April.
Lieutenant Gary Lee Miller, a Medal of Honor recipient who died in Vietnam on February the 16th, 1969, was from Covington. VFW Post Representative Paul Lincolnhoker asked the Covington City Council to place his name on a city bridge near Wendy's to honor his memory. That request will be honored by the city. Listen.
But he's a Covington native, and people don't see that every day, but people in Covington will see that every day as they come and go across that bridge. So I would request that the council consider that. Thank you.
And now a word from our sponsor. And now it's time for Editor's Quickies. The George Washington Train Show will be held this weekend in Clifton Forge. Several Covington High School wrestlers will be competing in the Virginia High School League Championships at the Salem Civic Center on Saturday. A recent rain event in Covington may have some officials wondering if the proposed 2 million gallon holding tank for its wastewater treatment operation is big enough. The city had yet another overflow into the Jackson River this past week. The Jackson River Technical Center is planning an open house event on Thursday, February 22nd. Parents of current students are encouraged to attend. Let's take a look at some upcoming events. And now for local obituaries. Jesse Holloway, 90 of Hot Springs, died on Monday. A graveside service will be held Friday at the Alleghany Memorial Park. Basil Baker, 94 of Ronsford, died Sunday. His funeral will be held Sunday at the Ronsford Presbyterian Church. Gay Sorrells, 100 of Lexington, died on Sunday. A graveside service will be held this Friday at Rockridge Memorial Gardens. Brenda Ruley, 64 of Lexington, died last Saturday. Her funeral will be held next Monday at the Harrison Funeral Chapel. And the Reverend Charles Kreitz, formerly of Buena Vista, died on February 2nd. A celebration of his life will be held on Saturday at the Clifford Baptist Church. Kathy Young, 57 of Natural Bridge Station, died last Sunday. A memorial service will be conducted on Friday at the High Bridge Presbyterian Church. Patricia Damon, 62 of White Sulphur Springs, died last Sunday. A private memorial service will be held at a later date. Damian Hyatt, 23 of Covington, died on Monday. Funeral arrangements are incomplete but will be handled by the Eric Funeral Home. Doris Ensminger, 93, formerly of Covington, died on Monday. Her funeral will be held on Friday at the Eric Funeral Home. Raymond McKnight, 23 of Covington, died on Monday. His funeral will be held on Saturday at the First Baptist Church. Let's check out the local weather forecast. On Thursday, it should be mostly cloudy with scattered showers, high of 69 and a low of 57. On Friday, it should be mostly cloudy with showers likely, high of 63 and a low of 34. And on Saturday, mostly cloudy with rain and snow likely, high of 39 and a low of 32 degrees. And there's good news. There's only 34 more days until springtime in Virginia. And that's the way it is on Wednesday, February the 14th, 2018. More stories, photos, videos, and interviews are available 24/7, 365 on AlleghenyJournal.com, YouTube, and on our soaring Facebook page. Thanks very much for watching Journal TV.